I have a question for you. So I was talking to someone and they asked, what's your take on citizens, people outside of the military and law enforcement doing CQB and why we should learn this?
Well, I want you to think about this. If you have a fire in your house and you have a fire extinguisher and you don't know how to use it and you have to rely on the fire department to get to you, think about if you were able to take that fire extinguisher and put that fire out while it was small, the less you would mitigate the damage and the loss of life and property that it would do to it. Your structure or where that fire was is very important. If you can't put the fire out and it takes the fire department a while to get there, by the time they get there, that structure is going to be fully engulfed, and there might be chances of loss of life, smoke damage, property damage, and things like that. And then you have to remember that at that point in time, the fire department has to come in with big old hoses and stuff like that, and they do a lot of damage trying to put out a fire to try to get it mitigated, to get it put out. So it's the same thing with CQB. There's a few reasons why civilians should know CQB. One is if you come home in the middle of the night, coming home from work, and you find your door kicked in and you hear screams inside your home. Your family's there. Protection of life. You got to do it at that point in time. It's a hostage rescue, and you need to know how to work angles really, really fast. Two is you have like an open concept house where your bedroom's on one side of the house and the kids' bedroom's on the other side of the house, and you hear a knocking noise and you hear a kid scream. You got to be able to get to them, but you just can't pass everything. Home invasion robbery, where they come through the front door. The front door splits the bedrooms because of the open concept house. The next would be if you had a multi-level house. Maybe you got a teenager sleeping down in the basement, you got kids on the first floor or on the second floor, and your house is there, and and your bedroom's on a different floor or whatever. You may have to go to those bedrooms on different levels to secure the kids and protect them. And then the fourth reason would be, if possible, you had an active shooter and you were out with your family somewhere. Another great thing about knowing CQB is that when we teach that, we teach you how to work angles. Gunfights are about angles and inches. And learning how to pie a corner or a structure or a door is very, very important. And you go, well, how does that have anything to do? Well, think about it as you're walking down the parking lot, in the center of the parking lot, or you're walking close to cars and someone wants to attack you. It's very easy that you're negating the angle, you're being very narrow, and somebody can reach out and grab you. You have no reactionary gap to respond. Well, CQB, we teach you to stay off the cover, we teach you to stay off the corner, and use that reactionary gap you have to cut the pie and get a better angle and seeing what's around things. So life is about angles and inches, and that's how you win the fight. And I think CQB has a lot of the concepts transfer over to regular life and different things. Anyway, that's my spiel on it.